and living his best life in his retirement. Wrote a book, giving the jewels, all the things we wish everybody would do. As you know, I always try to tell Al Heyman's friends, because I don't know Al, just let me make it clear. I say, tell Al to write a book, all that information, all that game he has. And they tell me, stop asking. Very few people even know where the man lives. He's not liked. But that's not why I came on here right now. I came on here right now to talk about the reality. If it's not you, it's somebody you know, maybe you are holding back, that this person I'm talking to doesn't make sense. They say they want to be healthy, but they keep eating junk. They say they want to be debt free, but they keep taking on debt or buying things that are unnecessary. I always jokingly say booties and lashes and chains and everything else. And if you don't even have you own your own car or own your own house, but you think you're balling, it doesn't make sense to moi, but it doesn't have to make sense to me, because a lot of people have cognitive dissonance. And what that really means is you hold two beliefs, or your words and your actions aren't matching up. Like when people start hating on, something, and they do the same thing, and it's like, man, and people know it as like, okay, I'm a hypocrite. But this is deep, because a lot of people, they're ruining their lives, or should I say stalling their lives, because things aren't adding up. Who you want to be versus who you are, the person you're projecting out to the world, versus you're making even worse mistakes. Especially, when you think about health. And it's like, and we all could be guilty of that and be found guilty of that. Like, man, I want to be healthy. Who wouldn't want to say, hey, I want to be the healthiest person out there? But then you see all the candy and sweets that we eat, right? And people have to battle that. And a lot of my work is, in the financial and the business side, because even though I'm on that Peloton, whether it's the bike or the treadmill daily, or riding my Swaggertron EB8 Outlaw bike, when I get to the dinner table, when I get to the lunch table, the snack table, I can't give y'all any advice, because I'm eating. I'm enjoying. That's why I tell myself I work out. And I'm working, and I'm going to tell myself I'm doing better. But then I got to go talk to my doctor. Then I got to talk to my dentist, right? And really see. So if you're battling with that, in the financial, in the business, we can help you at CPR Firm. That's why I made MillionaireX.ai. So the AI can help you 24 hours a day, whether you get the free membership or you need the paid or you want the paid, because some people just say they want to support. Some you can even pay on crypto, and some people say, hey, can I just donate so much digital currency? And you do what you do. I don't tell anybody what they do, and I don't talk about crypto online. I don't hold crypto in this country, so I got no say. But what I will say is, if you are tired of struggling, like I have people who for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years have struggled with the same issue, the same way I've struggled with, what I want to eat. And the older I get, the more I say, nah, I can't do that, can't do that. Gotta go to bed at this time. Used to say by 3 for my own personal reasons. Now, hey, gotta go to bed even before, unless I'm getting paid to be up. So I just want people to get out there to get right. You can do it. I'm in no way perfect, so we don't pitch perfection, but we know is the things that we've overcome, the struggles I've overcome personally, and even family and friends and clients. So I know it can be done, but what we have right now is a spirit of I know. Like, people are telling me, you try to help them, oh, I know, and they're homeless and unemployed. I know, and you have multiple children with multiple men, and your kids have, children or multiple children are gonna have multiple children, multiple men, because you haven't been able to give them any good game, you know, and it's the reason why I love living where I live, kind of where, a community that you can build your own, so you don't have to deal with certain people, and because some people have the permission to come knock on your door anytime, and when you live far enough, nah, you can't do that. That's why people live behind gates because they don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be bothered and have space, and you got to drive up to the spot. And I'm not talking about one person. So if you are two people, I'm talking about a lot of people that when we're doing our work, whether we're going into facilities, it could be jails, it could be colleges, it could be Popeye's chicken. Told you I like to eat. Where I'm seeing the same thing, and it's like, your life isn't in order. Nobody would pray to emulate your life at all because it's out of order. And you don't even want the life that you live. And you're saying, well, I'm about to, while you have a $60,000, an $80,000 car, where you have, car payments, anything over a $500 car payment, and you don't have, you're not a millionaire, or you're not a qualified investor, or you're not a person who's living debt free, or you're not a good parent, whatever you want to say. You should have that. You should buy your cars cash. I see so many cars under $10,000, cash. I like owning my cars. I like owning my stuff. Everything that I have, I want to own it. I don't want to lease. I don't want to be a borrower. And part of that is because, and Dave Ramsey is great to say that. You guys know I love to quote Dave. Uncle Dave, you are a slave. That's scripture. When you're borrowing to the borrower, you're a slave. And right now, if people were saying, would say, oh, I can't work for a certain amount of money, that's like slave wages. One, slaves didn't get paid, so you sound uninformed, uneducated, or just, we'll say ignorant, maybe something else. I don't want to call names. But you are a slave when you are in debt. And you know what makes you, I guess you're a good slave when you say, well, I don't mind being a slave if I can get what I want now, because you have instant gratification. It's like a syndrome. I can't diagnose you yet, but you're not thinking logically, but you think you have all the answers. And I tell people this in sessions. I remember telling a young lady recently, and I was talking about it, and she's like, no, you're right. You're right. And then I had to let her know, like, hey, when you and I have something set up on an appointment, unless it's an emergency, do not cancel with me and try to reschedule, because it's not going to happen. My time is valuable like yours. And if you're just going to the gym and not gonna go to the meeting where I had something for you, it wasn't benefiting me. If you're not gonna take my time that serious, my time is expensive. I don't do this for free 99. People pay me. People pay me to come into meetings to make sure they don't get ripped off. So I say all that to say, I thank God that we're all here. You're able to listen. I'm able to talk. If you got a YouTube channel, maybe I come over to your YouTube channel or your website. But if you need help and you're tired of trying to figure it out all by yourself, contact us at CPRFIRM.com. Links are in the description. Go check out and download the MillionaireX.ai. No matter what platform you got, it's on there. And stop hitting your head over and over and over and over by trying to figure it out. You don't have to know everything. I always tell people, most of my ideas or businesses, I didn't do them by myself. A lot of times they weren't even my ideas. And I thank the team for putting them together and helping me put it together. I have a very close family member, And he said, man, I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you the idea so you can implement it. I can't put it together like that, but you will. You'll take it and run. And I said, yeah. I'm like China. I'll take an idea and run with it. And if you want to get in on with me, get in on with me. It's all good. But one thing about me is I'm coming always as myself, fully as myself. You're not going to make me turn into somebody I'm not. And I want you to do the same thing. As long as yourself ain't toxic, come as yourself. Oh boy. You guys, please give it a like. You can give it a comment. But most importantly, share this with somebody. It will change their life. Be blessed. Woo!